What's up, tree people? This is an easy 10-minute yoga sequence for stretching out your wrists and your hips. Stretching wise, like Baby Yoda. Welcome back to Tree People Yoga. Releasing this tension, yeah, feels so good. Like climbing trees and cutting wood. Let's go. You're going to begin today's practice in child's pose. Come to tabletop position. Bring your big toes a touch behind you. Sit down on the backs of your heels and reach your arms out in front of you. Relax your chest down towards the ground and relax your head. Notice your breath and feel a nice stretch in your ankles, in your hips, and in your shoulders. Take this moment to set an intention for today's practice. Now slowly come up to tabletop position. We're going to do a few cat and cows here. So as you inhale, drop your belly down towards the ground. Open up through your chest, look up. As you exhale, slowly round your spine back. Drop your gaze and feel a stretch in your shoulders. Moving at your own pace, move between cat and cow, following the rhythm of your own breath. Feel your spine, your shoulders, and your core warm up. Move slowly and deliberately. Keep your arms nice and straight and your fingers nice and wide for stability. Very good. Now tuck your toes under and sit down on the backs of your heels. We're going to do some wrist warm-up exercises. Place your hands on the ground in front of you. Now rock over the top of your wrists, but be very gentle. Take nice deep breaths into that tension and come back to center. Gently shake out your wrists. Now flip your hands around so your fingers are pointing towards your knees. And rock back, feeling a nice stretch through your pinky finger all the way into your forearm. Shake out your wrists once again. And very gently place the backs of your hands on the ground. Don't apply too much pressure, be very gentle. This is a great way to release tension after holding a chainsaw for a long time. The wrists hold a lot of tension. Now come to plank. Feel that heat building up in your body and lift your hips up towards the sky for downward facing dog. Step your feet hip width apart, flatten out your back, and gaze in between your big toes. Feel a nice stretch in your calves and in your hamstrings. Steady your breath. Now slowly walk your feet up towards your hands, keep a small bend in your knees, and let your body dangle in forward fold. Relax your neck and feel a nice stretch in your hamstrings. Bend your knees and slowly stand up, one vertebrae at a time. Very good. Now step your feet hip width apart. Reach your arms up towards the sky. Hold on to your left wrist with your right hand and stretch over to your right side, keeping your spine nice and long. Opening up that left side of your body. Come back to center, switch your grip, and as you exhale, stretch over to your left side, feeling a stretch in your right side body. Come back to center, release your arms, and sit down on the ground. Bring the soles of your feet together, knees apart. Sit up nice and straight, roll your shoulders down your back, and let your knees fall to either side naturally. Hold onto your feet with your hands, and option to lean forward at your hips for an added stretch for the insides of your hips and your knees. Continue taking nice long deep breaths in and out of your nose. Now come back up to center, keep your knees bent, and gently lower yourself down to your back. Place your right ankle on your left knee. Flex the toes of your right foot up towards your shin and hug your leg in towards your chest. Try to press your right knee away from your body and feel a nice stretch on your right hip. Keep your shoulders and your tailbone on the ground if you can. This is a great pose for relieving tension in your hips that causes lower back pain. Now switch sides. Place your left ankle on your right knee and pull your leg into your chest, releasing all that tension from standing or climbing all day. Breathe into that tension. Very good. Now release. Come up to the seated position. Stretch your legs out for boat pose and hold. Now straighten out your legs. Feel that fire in your core come back to boat. Stretch out your legs straight out in front of you. Don't let them touch the ground. Bend your knees for boat. Keep your back nice and straight. Very good. Straighten out your legs. And come back to boat. And very good. Relax onto your back. Now cross your left leg over your right leg and drop it gently to your right. Stretch your arms wide in a T position and feel a nice stretch in your left hip and a light twist in your lower back for a supine twist modification. Lift your knees back up to center, cross your legs the opposite way this time. Keep your arms stretched out wide and drop both your knees to your left, feeling a stretch in your right hip. Take some deep breaths. Now bring your knees back up to center. Hug your knees in like you're a ball. And release your legs. So the very last pose, we're just going to lay here for a few minutes and relax into the ground. Relax your arms by your sides. Let your feet fall to either side naturally. Unclench your jaw. Relax all the muscles in your face. Let your whole body sink into the ground. There's nothing you need to do right now. There's nothing to think about. If you find your mind wandering, return your attention to the rise and fall of your breath. Watch your breath without trying to change anything about it. Alright, very good. Now bend your knees and roll over to your left side. And when you're ready, come back to a seated position to close today's practice with a breathing exercise. Place your hands on your knees, sit up nice and tall, and we're going to do something called circular breathing. So we're going to take 30 deep breaths together. Take a deep breath in through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Inhale through your nose fully. Exhale through your mouth. Inhale fully. Exhale through your mouth. Inhale fully. Let your breath go. Continue at your own pace, letting that oxygen flow through your body. Releasing all that stress, release all that tension, cleaning your body's blood through your breath. Deep breaths in, deep breaths out. Now exhale all your breath and hold. Thank you for coming to Tree People Yoga. I'm feeling really good, and I hope you are as well. It's time to feel good and cut wood. Let's go. Stretching wise like Baby Yoda. Welcome back to Tree People Yoga.